everyone, it's Erica with Craftinated, and today I'm going to be doing a travel spread in my pocket-sized Archer and Olive notebook. I will be going on a trip very shortly with my mom to Alaska, and we're going to be gone for 14 days. So I really had this on my mind. I've been thinking about travel planning and packing. We've been planning this trip for almost a year, and we're leaving in just about a month away, so it's time to start getting our lists together and start thinking about what we're going to pack. So I have two printables available on the blog post. One is a travel packing planning worksheet and one is a travel packing checklist worksheet, and you can use them together. I'd like to use, if it was me, I would use the packing planning one first to see kind of where we're at and what we might need to bring, and then the checklist, to go through all of those different things that you're going to need. And I'll show you guys the printables by themselves in just a minute. Another thing I'd like to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to pack my journaling supplies. Like I said, we're going to be gone for 14 days, and I would not be able to go without journaling for 14 days. So I'm going to bring some journaling supplies with me. However, there's a catch. I am only taking a weekender and a book bag for this 14-day trip. And the reason being is that we are going to be traveling by train a lot of the time, and I'm not going to be able to have a big suitcase. We're not even checking luggage. So we did make plans to stay at a couple of Airbnbs with washing machines so we can wash our clothes, but it's gonna be a light traveling trip, so I don't want to overload myself with journaling supplies. So I'm gonna be very picky about what I take. I'm gonna show you guys what I plan on taking. So the things I'm gonna use for this setup, I'm going to use some different pens. I have two acrylographs, a calligraph, a Tombow gray brush pen. I have my Archer and Olive white gel pen. I have my Tombow regular brush pen, and then I have 2 microns in different sizes. I also have some washi, and I have these little stickers that I got on Etsy, as well as my stork scissors. And then I also have my Archer and Olive metal ruler that I got from their website. I love this thing. That's what we're gonna use to get this set up. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just the worksheets. So on the travel packing planning sheet, we have weather, how many days, activities, emergency items, journaling items, and other. So this is kind of to get you in the mindset of, what kind of clothes should you be packing? Like, what's the weather going to be? Is it, going to call for rain? Should you bring an umbrella? Is it going to be cold? Should you bring multiple layers? Or is it going to be hot and you just need shorts? Things like that. How many days are you going? So if you're going like I am for 14 days, you're going to need several different things to take with you, or have a plan to, wash your clothing while you're there. Activities, we're going to a hot springs, so I want to make sure that I pack my bathing suit. Emergency items, do you have any emergency medications that you should bring, or do you think a first aid kit would be a good idea? How remote are you going to be? There's going to be some times we're going to be pretty remote, so that's just something you should think about. Journaling supplies, what matters the most to you when you do your journaling? Could you get away with just like a brush pen and a micron, or do you need more? Just kind of listing those kind of things, and then just any other items that you're kind of thinking that would be a good idea to bring with you, that's not necessarily clothes related or things like that. So then on the second sheet we have the travel packing checklist. So for this one we have documents, so passports, IDs, tickets, confirmation numbers, whatever you think you need. And then we have clothing, shirts, jackets, pants, like I said, a bathing suit, things like that. Toiletries, what do you need to take with you? What I do is I start looking at what I use every single day. Maybe not the things that I use on occasion, like a face mask, but the things I do every single day, like brush your teeth and face wash. Then medicines, anything that you would take if you needed it. And then electronics, things like your iPad or e-reader, or if you don't have an e-reader, an actual book if you want. Do you need your headphones so you can listen to music? Do you need a camera so you can take photos? And I also have something really cool that I'm going to be taking that I'm going to put into that case that we got from Archer and Olive in the December subscription box. And then miscellaneous is kind of anything else that you can think of that you would need while you're away. So that is what I would recommend starting with if you are going to be putting together something like this. So we're gonna go ahead and just really quickly, I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna set this up in my journal, and then we're gonna show you how I'm gonna pack everything up to take with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label every single header on the next 3 pages with things to pack with my Tombow brush pen. And then I always go back through and I kind of just touch up my lettering. So I'm going to do that. So now that I have my things to pack done, I'm just going to use my gray Tombow to kind of do like a little bit of an outline around the lettering, just to give it a bit of a shadow. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of interest with my white. The most important thing to do when you're doing these type of you know, shadows and stuff, I don't think it has to look perfect. I just kind of just put it on there, and then you just want to make sure you're consistent on, like, you know, what side you're putting it on. So I'm just gonna do, I think, like the first letter of each of these words with my white pen. All right, so now that we have our headers done, I'm just gonna add some washi underneath each one to kind of signify that. And then when I get further down, when I start doing my other things, I will use a different color washi or a different theme for that group of ideas. So since this one is just my packing list, we're gonna do this blue washi right above where the list starts. And I'm actually just gonna go all the way across, and then I will use my scissors to kind of just cut it in the middle for you know, folding purposes. And then I'm just gonna trim off the excess on either side. And then to kind of just decorate this, I'm going to use my 0.1 micron just to put some stars and some things like that around the heading. Since I'm in the pocket size, I went through and I counted, and there's 16 dots across. So I'm going to break it in half at the 8 box mark, and I'm going to use my Archer and Olive. This is the Barely Blue. I use it all the time, so it's been, you know, rubbed away, but this is the Barely Blue color, and this is my favorite color. And I really have been into blues lately, so we're gonna do lots of blues this time as well. So we're just gonna go down the middle here, and I'm gonna do that on each page. So then I'm gonna use my 0.5 micron to do each one of these headers, which is the same as the one as the packing checklist. So it goes documents, clothing, toiletries, medicine, electronics, and miscellaneous. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there, just the top part. So now that I have all of my categories written out, I'm going to just kind of put in what I'm going to do for my documents. I'm not going to write everything out right now just because that would take a long time. I'm just kind of showing you guys how I'm going to set this up. So documents, I'm going to write passport, and even though we're not going out of the country, we are flying over another country, so I'm going to bring it just to be safe. Then we're going to do ID, my COVID card, tickets, confirmation codes and numbers, hotel reservations, things like that. My mom already printed it all out, but we just have to compile it all. And then maps. The reason I'm going to be bringing some, I have a book upstairs in my bedroom that has some maps of the area, is because from what I've read is that there's times where cell service can be spotty, and I don't want to end up in a situation somewhere I don't know where I am without a map at least to try to figure out how to get back to where I want to be. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look through here. This is just a little sticker book that I got. And oh look, that's perfect. We'll use that one. And just grab, you know, one for each of these. I'm not gonna put anything in the clothing or toiletries because I have a feeling I'm gonna need to put a lot of items in those ones. But some of these other ones, like documents and medicine, where I'm only gonna need a few things, I'm gonna do that. So let's see. Okay, that's pretty. So I'll put those there. And I believe these are just stickers. So let's see if we can peel them back. If not, I'll have to get some glue. They are stickers. So we'll stick that on there. Just like that, and I'm going to trim the edges with my stork scissors after I get them all on. And this one I'll make a little bit over so I don't just trim as much. Actually, I might move this one. They're very easy to pick up, so there's that. That's good. And then we'll do one on the miscellaneous one. I feel like I have some pretty good categories, and worst case scenario, I have a blank page right here that I can move over to and continue this theme for things to pack. So we'll just go ahead and peel this. And we're gonna put it right there. And then we are all done. That is the setup. And actually, I am gonna do one more thing. I'm going to go over the categories with my Barely Blue Caliograph, just to kind of bring a little bit more attention to it. So those are my pages, and now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to pack everything up for my journal supplies. I'm really excited about this. So as of right now, these are all of the supplies I plan on bringing with me when I go to Alaska. And I know this seems like a lot, but I don't think it's that much. I think that this is, you know, kind of what I would feel comfortable having available, as, you know, being the, you know, like loving to be creative and needing that outlet almost every day. I don't know how I would make it through without it. So this is what I'm planning on taking, and I'm going to put everything into this travel case. It's from Archer and Olive. It was in the December sub box. I have been waiting to use this, and it's perfect. Look at it. It's just so Alaska with the bears and the moon phases, and I'm just super excited to use it. And then you also have this pocket back here, which I won't be putting anything in, that I can put anything that I need quick access to, like any tickets or things like that. It's gonna be inside my purse, so it's not gonna be something I'm gonna be carrying, you know, just with a handle, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna clear this off, and we're gonna put everything in. Actually, first let me show you everything I got here. So these are some little flower pieces of paper that I love to use inside of my journal at times, and I think it'd be really pretty to have inside of there. So I have some of these, and there's also some craft ones if I decide to go that route. Then I have my stork scissors. I don't think I need anything bigger than this, just because I'm not gonna be cutting up that much stuff. I don't have anything that's really heavy duty, so I'm just gonna bring the stork scissors. I have some double-sided tape, and I'm actually going to remove this backer on it because I don't need that. But this is my double-sided tape that we're going to be taking, and I'm going to put that inside of there. I lost something. So then I have my 3 acrylographs. I have the crisp white that was from the Amanda Rach Lee, and then these ones were both from the last sub box, this dark blue and this light blue, and they're really pretty. I use them when I set up my journal for the travel packing. Then I have my Barely Blue Caliograph. I have a couple Tombos. I have my Archer and Olive white gel pen. I have my Micron, and then I have another brush pen. I also have my pencil, my mechanical pencil, and my eraser for some drafting. I have 2 different size paint brushes. I have my Archer and Olive paints, and I've picked out some colors that I really like that are kind of the same theme that we're going for. So some blues, some purples, things like that. I have my stamp block, and I used this recently in lieu of using a plastic bag, like using the watercolors and putting it on there and kind of stamping it in the journal where you want it. And it worked out really well. So if I decide to do that kind of you know, setup while I'm gone, I'll have this available. I have my black stamp ink. I have some stamps here, and they're so much fun, but they're mostly like galaxy ones, so we have some different moons and some constellations, lots of fun things there. I have whiteout just in case, obviously the journal. I have these stickers from the December sub box. I've been saving them for this trip because I just think they're perfect, so I will be using those. I have the Archer and Olive acrylic stamps. This is the Celestial ones. So I have those that I can use. And I just love these stamps, like these stars. Very cute. I only have the black stamp pad, so I'll have to be careful if I want to use them. Especially at this border, then I'd have to use my white gel pen. So that's why I brought it. I then have my little sticker book of these like Polaroids. I have my Archer and Olive metal stencil slash ruler. I have all of these washi, and the way that I'm going to take these washi with me is I'm going to take them off the roll and put them onto a business card, 2 business cards, so they fit easily into here and I don't take up too much space with just some washi rolls. There are things you can buy on Amazon, but I don't have any available, so I'm just going to use a business card. And then in here I have my sprocket with the charge cord, as well as some additional pieces of printer paper that you can put in. So this is for 30 stickers slash photos, and I have some in there. I may want to get a couple more before we go, because I don't know, 30 is not a lot and I take a lot of photos. So that is everything. Let's go ahead and stick it in the back here. So let's put this in first. Let's put it this way. And then where is my pencil? We'll do my drafting pencil here. We'll put the stencil right here. We'll put the stamps in this back pocket. Stickers are gonna go back here. These stamps will go up here. This here. Let's put our micron in the journal, since that's usually my go-to writing utensil. We'll put that there. We'll put the tape right here. Let's put all of our pens away. Put you there. I'll put all the brush pens over here, and then the acrylographs and the gel pen here, and then my 2 paint brushes we'll put here. Let's see, we'll put the ink right in there. On top of that, we'll put the little flowers. We'll put these stickers, my eraser, my stamp pad. Can go here. Let's move some things around. Stamp pad, that's better. My little scissors we can just put back here with the stamps. My whiteout we'll put here, and now I'm gonna put the washi onto these 2 business cards. I won't do it on camera, but I'll put the washi onto the 2 business cards, and they will just sit right there, or I'll put them inside of one of these pockets like so. And then that is it. We will be ready to go. And it zips up nicely. It's not overfilled, and we are ready to go. So I am super excited about taking this with me. I can't wait. So that is my packing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget that the printables are on the blog post, and you can use that as a good rough draft, and then you can put it in your pocketbook if you'd like. I love the pocket size, and I think it's perfect for traveling, so you can take all of your essentials with you. These are all of my essentials. And as always, if you recreate this, I would love to see your creations. Please use the hashtag Archer and Olive Community. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.